Welcome, CFSL fans, to the Glass Bowl on the campus of Toledo University, home of the Toledo Rockets, coming in 3-0 in conference, taking on the Ohio Bobcats, coming in 3-0 conference, Meanwhile, Toledo trying to play spoiler, 1-2, and trying to defeat the Bobcats. Joining me in the broadcast booth is Zach Davis. Zach, Ohio will start with the ball first. What do you want to see from their offense?
And you got to get Harrison Murray going. We saw Kurt Andrews have a phenomenal game last week. He's facing off against Tanner Jones, who's a senior. He's been in these big moments, but you got to get the running game going, and you got to get started early with Harrison Murray.
Mojo Risen, one of the star players for the Bobcats offense, coming in last week, 27 carries, 183 yards, no touchdowns, and he really wants to get in pay dirt, and he can start right here. He will with the football up the middle, breaking out of a tackle, and a nice 6-yard run to open it up.
Yeah, I mean, this is what Ohio does. If their run game gets going like it did last week against Bowling Green, Jeff, it really opens up their entire offense, because they're a great passing team, but Mojo's a great runner.
And there, Harrison Murray will be tackled from behind on the play by Aaron Heil.
Yeah, nice tackle by Heil, reading that option play. The speed option is not always easy to read, and Heil did a great job there, forcing a 3rd and 5 here, Jeff.
Yeah, you know something about speed options, Zach, coming from a big game for Bowling Green and flying out here to call this one. Appreciate you, buddy. And here they're going to start the halfback screen on 3rd down, and that's not going to go anywhere as the Rockets all over the Ohio Bobcats to open up this first drive of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think the defender's Mickey DePinto. He's not going to be someone who doesn't read those screens well. And that's exactly what happened, and he just stopped that from the get-go, Jeff.
So a quick 3 and out for the Bobcats, and now getting the ball over to Tanner Jones. What do you expect to see from the Rockets in this game?
I think what we're going to expect is what everybody expects. Tanner Jones is going to run the ball a lot. They're going to take an occasional shot, but Adam Fuller, Tanner Jones, and the rest of his run game, they are going to be all over it with Dallas Gregory.
Yeah, and something just to note, I know you were talking about it earlier in the pregame meeting, is this is the second to last game for Tanner Jones in his career, coming from Michigan in the transfer portal, as he will carry it for a pickup of 5. Meanwhile, going on with in Baton Rouge, as Texas down early as LSU strikes first, and they're up 7-0 in that one over on Twitch.tv.
Yeah, and as far as Tanner Jones, I mean, he's definitely here to play spoils. If Ohio does happen to lose this, it really opens up the MAC in general, so that's what he wants, Jeff.
Tanner Jones will fire it, and that's something that really has eluded him in his career, is just his passing just hasn't been the same as when he uses his feet.
Absolutely. I mean, he doesn't have bad stats, 6 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. He just doesn't have the best decision-making, unfortunately.
And here, good decision-making, decides to take off and run with it, and he'll be just a yard short of the first down, as getting the stop is Joey Cass from his strong safety position.
Yeah, Cass with the big tackle there, forcing a 4th and 1. I was almost debating if they go for it, because this is close to field goal position, but this is a safe punt.
Trying to pin the Bobcats deep in their own end. The punt hits at the 5 and bounces into the end zone. So 2 drives one by both teams. So 2 total, and both 3 and outs and punts.
Yeah, I mean, you and I say this a lot, Jeff, in the booth. The first quarter or so, teams are really feeling themselves out, and that's exactly what we're seeing here.
Good hit on the play by number 22, Ace Aries, the middle linebacker for the Rockets, as Harrison Murray, he's being held in check so far in this one, though early.
Yeah, I mean, we called a game of his earlier in the season, and this actually happened to him as well, Jeff. I mean, I know it's early, and then he ripped off over 200 yards in the last half.
Yeah, that was a good game for Harrison Murray, and the Bobcats try to do the same here as Mojo Risen. He's going to be stopped for a loss of 6 on the play, so it's going to be a 3rd and a country mile here on the second drive for the Bobcats.
Yeah, I mean, I like the conservative, don't force it over in your own end zone, but you got to take a shot here eventually.
Harrison Murray, 3rd and 15, going to fire it to the left, and that's double coverage. Yeah, you could have had an interception there, Blake North, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, nice defense there, forcing it to double, almost triple coverage. It's definitely risky for Harrison Murray and not something we've seen all that much from him this year.
So 4th and 15 and a punt away. So three straight punts in this game as a nice return by Adam Fuller into Bobcats territory, as this could be a pivotal drive here for the Rockets with this starting field position.
Absolutely. Nice return for sure, setting them up in good field position, Jeff.
1st and 10. Tanner Jones, pistol set, handoff to Dallas Gregory. He's going to be hit and dropped for a loss, not able to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to be Bronco Phillip. Meanwhile, going on in Baton Rouge, Colt Youngblood, his second touchdown of the game as LSU is up 14-0 midway through the first quarter, as we already saw one upset in the first game as Oklahoma defeated number 10 Nebraska.
Absolutely, great game, great slate of games this week, and as we see the nice run there, and a good stop there by Ohio against Gregory.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, outside of Eastern Michigan, just taking Ball State to the woodshed, it's been all pretty much upsets so far. Here Tanner Jones connects to McMahon for 20 yards.
That is a beautiful route, right on the dime there, perfect timing. You know him and Tanner have practiced that. And big third down conversion there, Jeff.
And a nice little route run by McMahon and opens up the defense, and Tanner Jones connects as the senior knows exactly what to do with the football there. As two receivers to the top of the formation here, pistol set, slot receiver coming in motion. It's going to be the triple option, but Tanner Jones not able to pitch that football.
Yeah, I mean, I think they called a perfectly timed zone blitz. As we watched this replay, there was 3 defenders. David Sutherland, I believe that was Sean Moore, and another player just got to him before he could even think of pitching there, Jeff.
Yeah, Bronco Phillip able to get the stop, and I really like it. He's on the smaller side for the linebacker spot, but I like the helmet and, tight jersey sleeves, and that's all he needs, as we see a lot of equipment guys out there that like to hit the equipment shed. But here, Sean Moore Jr. with the tackle, so 3rd and 15 upcoming.
Yeah, a little bit of conservative call here, Jeff, after a really big potentially momentum changing play there on that last pass we saw.
2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom, trying to set up the halfback screen. And there's Adam Fuller, the veteran, running back. And he breaks out of a tackle, picks up 9, but going to have to settle for a field goal.
Yeah, a risky play the first 2. Screen play with Adam Fuller is always clutch. He's a great returner. He's very fast. And I like it. I mean, you get points on the board. It's always got to feel good, Jeff.
Yeah, we saw last game that Bowling Green, they got on the board first, and just how the momentum started to swing in their favor throughout that game. But here Toledo trying to pull off the upset as well, just like Northern Illinois and Bowling Green before them, and they get on the board first. It's 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, the way their defense is playing, we're seeing at the stat right now, Jeff, -2 yards against a Harrison Murray, Mojo Rising. I mean, that's something you could definitely, it's early, keep that in mind, but that's definitely something you got to be feeling proud about.
Yeah, still have not seen Tyler Matthews, Rip Tuttle, or Reese Elliott, the receivers for the Bobcats. They've been held in check early. Third series for the Bobcats is going to be Mojo Rising, and Ace Aries pushes him down to the turf for no gain.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ace Aries, a late signing for Toledo. Just a big player for them. Really done great. And as we can see there, he's been quite a leader for them.
Yeah, he's been quite a signing for the Toledo Rockets. Definitely somebody that I think could be playing in the Power 3 next season. Throwing across the middle is Murray, as that one falls incomplete. That one could have been intercepted by Ken Williams.
Yeah, risky play there, Aries, and then Ken Williams was there as well. Another 3rd down. Ohio's not having much luck pushing the ball.
3rd and 10, and Murray will not connect. He had the receiver, but again, not able to come down with it, and the receiver is not really helping out Harrison Murray here early.
Yeah, tough play there. Looked like he maybe saw some open grass and just let the ball slip out there, Jeff. It does happen, These are players.
And mistakes do happen, and nice return by Fuller. Again, getting the ball into Bobcats territory, where the last two drives will begin in the Bobcats side of the field.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely got to be something you feel good about for Toledo. You've shown you can bring it up close to the end zone, but you've got to get 7 here. You cannot leave a team like Ohio with a chance to hold you to 3 again.
Pistol set for Tanner Jones, two receivers to the top. It's going to be a speed option play, but he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Again, Joey Cass in there as well, and he'll get his second tackle.
Again, shout out. I don't want to sound like I'm beating the dead horse here, Jeff. Shout out again to David Sutherland and Sean Moore. They blitzed those offensive linemen and put them on their backs.
3-down defensive lineman for the Bobcats, and pistol set look yet again. Handoff to Gregory up the middle, and he will pick up 11 yards. It's going to be 3rd and inches, and that's something that maybe they should go to more often is Gregory up the middle instead of maybe getting Tanner Jones.
Yeah, I mean, he had 25 carries for 108 yards last week, Jeff. He has shown he can do that.
3rd and inches for the Rockets. Pistol set, and Gregory up the middle, and just like that, pick up a 3 and a first down for the Rockets. Keeps the drive alive.
As we see the super cool mascot there, you got to be feeling good about it. Like you said, I mean, they must have heard you, Jeff. Dallas Gregory, they're going right at him, and I think that's a really good call as well.
Pump fake for Jones, taking a shot deep.
Oh!
Here's the receiver, caught, 5, no touchdown. He's gonna be down at the goal line. Whoa, what a play by Trevor Parr.
Yeah, beautiful play there, Jeff. I thought he was going to the initial receiver, and I thought the Ohio safety got caught as well. Beautiful play down to maybe the half-yard line, Jeff.
Yeah, and Will Norgan coverage, and what a throw, especially with the pressure. The senior able to stay in the pocket, take a shot as he delivered the football. Now 1st and goal. Bobcats need a defensive stop. Handoff to Gregory, and there's a stop. That's going to push them back 1 yard. Meanwhile, Texas, they get on the board courtesy of LSU. Got an interception, 4th and 1 from the goal line, and the Tigers convert and lead 21-0 late in the first quarter. LSU looking to pull off the upset, as it's been just upset galore here the last 2 nights of the CFSL, of the season. So 3rd and goal now is Skylar Baldwin getting stopped, and a big stop here for the Bobcats could be upcoming.
Yeah, I mean, you called it. They needed a goal line stop, and they're showing it so far.
Gregory up the middle, and there it is. First touchdown of the game, and the Rockets get on the board courtesy of Dallas Gregory up the middle. And just like that, 9-0 early in the first half.
I mean, props to Ohio, though, Jeff. They just about held him there. Sean Moore laid him on his back as Gregory fell into the end zone. They just about held him to 3 yet again. So if you're Ohio, obviously you don't like giving up points, but you feel okay with where you're at.
Now, what kind of drive can that do just in terms of momentum, taking that any away from Ohio, as it looked like they were going to get the stop, but then on 3rd down, Gregory just punches it up the middle.
I mean, it's definitely, it is a little bit of a gut punch, but it's something that all these players have seen before. They've played games like this. They've been in these moments, and you just turn to your offense like, listen, I tried my very best. Let's have you convert for us.
And this is the thing with Ohio coming in 4-1, undefeated in conference, is they really haven't had to face this kind of adversity in the MAC yet. And here, Toledo giving them a run for the money. Double coverage, almost intercepted by Jack Dawson, but it falls incomplete.
Jeff, I thought Dawson had that, and I saw a whole lot of green field in front of him.
So 2nd and 10, Harrison Murray living dangerously. Pistol set. He's going to drop back. He's going to wind up. He's going to throw it underneath. Pass is caught, and that could be enough to maybe turn it around as Reginald Frome, the tight end, goes for a pickup of 8, so 3rd and 2.
Yeah, nice play there again by Murray, recognizing that, and a nice catch by Frome.
0-3 on 3rd down conversions in this game, as Harrison Murray will keep it on the option keeper and picks up 6, and at 1st down. And finally, they moved the chains here as Toledo, they were a 20-point underdog coming into this one.
Yeah, and I think that's just the MAC and the CFSL in general. I mean, we're seeing on our other game, LSU scored incredibly quick. It's just, I mean, there's so many variables to look at, Jeff.
Yeah, both home teams leading so far in the 2 games as Murray cannot connect deep, falls incomplete.
Absolutely. A play-action pass there, Toledo. Toledo with the good defense there.
2nd and 10. Pistol set look for Harrison Murray. Going to fake it to Mojo Rison, and he's going to keep it out the right side. And there's a 1st down, 20-yard rush for Harrison Murray, maybe getting that confidence back.
Yeah, I mean, if the passing isn't working for him, the option plays are going to pull in the safeties eventually because they've got to stop it. I like the play call there, Jeff.
Ace Aries chasing down Harrison Murray from behind, saving what could have been a bigger gain on that run. So 1st down and 10 Harrison Murray, play action to Rison. But going to throw it to Rison coming out of the backfield. Delivers a stiff arm, but then he's going to be stood up, but not before he picks up 4 yards.
Yeah, again, it just looks like Toledo's, they're allowing these dink and dunks. They want them to run. They're not giving up those deep passes right now.
So 3 down defensive linemen for the Rockets here on 2nd and 6. Handoff to Rison, shrugs off one, but he's not going to shrug off the second one. Coming in there, the linebacker, number 48, Cliff Grizzly.
Yeah, Grizzly finished up that play, but it looked like Ace Aries again came in and it got the initial pressure on him, Jeff.
And we've seen 3rd downs being a problem the last couple of games, and the Bobcats are getting the taste of that as well. 1 for 4 as Murray connects to Banaszewski, but it's going to be only for 8 and 1 yard short, and they're going to have to settle for a field goal.
I mean, it is a big play there, though, Jeff. They weren't in field goal position. This certainly sets them up for it.
Kick is on the way. It is through the uprights and good from Corey Holden. And so the Bobcats get on the board finally with 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. But now it's a 7-point game, 10-3.
Yeah, I mean, points are points here. That was a big 3rd and 9 play where Murray found the man for 8 yards. Again, you want to convert that if you can, but points are points, Jeff.
And with 26 seconds left, Elon Olive returns it. And so 1st down and 10. And we'll see Tanner Jones, who went on a couple good scoring drives, and then all of a sudden they had to punt, but now they will get the ball deep. This is the worst starting field position that they've had in the game. And Tanner Jones shrugs off 1 tackle in the backfield. Wow, look at that speed. He picks up 8 on the play before Bronco Phillip closes it out. But meanwhile, going on over in Baton Rouge, field goal extends the LSU lead to 24-0 early in the second quarter. As Texas, number 9, coming into this matchup against LSU, who was unranked. As again, Bronco Phillip just having a big game.
Yes, didn't mean to interrupt you there, but I mean, we just saw Tanner Jones with an immaculate play there, bouncing off the 3 of them, and then we see the Ohio gang tackle.
And that is going to be triple zeros for the end of a very fast-moving first quarter. As in the Glass Bowl, the Toledo Rockets in front of the home fans, up by 7 early, 10-3, and they got the ball. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. You're watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. Back to the start of the second quarter. I'm Jeff Melanishin. Broadcast partner tonight is Zach Davis, as we're coming to you live from the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. And here Tanner Jones connects with Dallas Gregory down the sideline, and he is going to be inside Bobcats territory for a pickup of 22.
That was a perfectly timed screen pass there, Jeff. We saw a little bit of a blitz there by the middle linebacker, and Gregory took that bad boy and got a nice little 22-yard play.
Yeah, and it seems like the halfback screen can sometimes be a hit or miss play, but when it works for you, you just gotta, it's almost like it's probably going to be your night at the end of the game.
Absolutely. It's very risky, but I mean, it worked for Tanner Jones, and it's definitely got to feel good for him moving forward.
Tanner Jones will keep it on the option keeper, going up the right side, cuts it back inside, takes a hit from Joey Cass, but he picks up 13 and a first down.
I feel like week in and week out, we just see Joey Cass lighten these quarterbacks up, and they're just getting right back up. Props to Tanner Jones there.
Yeah, and good job from Joey Cass as well. Definitely somebody that we might have to see playing in the Power 3 next season, as Dallas Gregory picks up 3 here. So 2nd and 7 upcoming for the Rockets.
8 rushes for 15 yards for Gregory. That's very unconventional, and a shout out to Ohio's defense there. They are making him work, Jeff.
And the biggest play that we've seen from Gregory has been in the screen game, as Fuller will relieve Gregory. He gets the pass out of the backfield and picks up 12, and that's going to be enough for the first down as the Rockets are marching downfield on this Bobcats defense.
Yeah, 5 of 6 for Tanner Jones. Very unconventional. Not always the most accurate passer, but he's playing great right now, Jeff.
Especially when the Rockets need him to. Tight end coming in motion is Skylar Baldwin. It's going to be a handoff to Adam Fuller up the right side and a pickup of 4 on the play, setting up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, it's such a luxury. Adam Fuller is a backup running back, Jeff. I mean, you got Gregory pounding these dudes down, and Fuller just comes in and cleans it up.
Yeah, two seniors in this matchup is Jones and Fuller, and they just can't connect with Skylar Baldwin out of the backfield, and it's going to be incomplete. So 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Rockets.
Yeah, good pressure there by Will Nord. He was getting ready to hit him with the pass there, so good pressure.
Setting up the halfback screen. Dallas Gregory catches it, and he's going to try to break out of a tackle. He does. That's Sean Moore Jr. He broke out of. And then what a good touchdown-saving tackle. So 1st and goal for the Rockets.
Jeff, that was close. I thought he was doomed, but he pushed through it to get that.
Pistol set look here. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Adam Fuller up the middle. The senior trying to get into the end zone in his second to last game as well. He's going to be stopped at the 5-yard line. Meanwhile, number 9, Texas finally gets on the board, courtesy of Oliver Fields' 11-yard touchdown reception. And then after that, Texas converted the 2-point conversion. So 24-8, down 2 scores with 6:14 left to go in the first half over on twitch.tv. Meanwhile, Skylar Baldwin rushed for 3 yards, and it's going to be 3rd and goal.
Absolutely. Again, Toledo's defense is tightening up here. 3rd and goal. You got to feel good if you're stopping a touchdown here for sure.
3rd and goal. Can the Bobcats finally get a stop? Goal line for the Rockets. Pitch play to Gregory. Can he get the side? Yes, he will. Touchdown, Toledo.
Perfectly called play there, Jeff. It looks like the Ohio defenders were forcing on the inside run, and it just like that, he walked into the end zone. Great job, Dallas Gregory.
And what a gutsy play call, going to a pitch play when you know the linebackers for Ohio are really athletic and can get to the sideline, but there, it was almost like Toledo was like, all right, we're going to punch you in the mouth, and they did, and now it's back up to a 2-score game, 17-3.
Yeah, and the pressure, again, it's right back on Ohio. You don't want to leave a team like Toledo who plays best when they're ahead. You don't want to keep allowing that, Jeff.
And now a good return out for the Bobcats is exactly what the doctor needed and wanted, as Banaszewski for 45 yards. And finally, the Bobcats get some breathing room where they can actually start with some good field position.
Yeah, best field position of the night, I believe, Jeff, and definitely giving room for Harrison Murray to work.
So 1st down and 10. Play action for Harrison Murray, throwing it across the middle. But again, Ace Aries in coverage and gets the stop on Reginald Frome.
Yeah, I think just the equipment, the coverage, Ace is just locking down the middle of the field so far.
Oh, yeah, he really hit the equipment room before this one as well. Throwing it out is Harrison Murray. He connects with Rip Tuttle for the first time tonight, and so that's a pickup of 9. Setting up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that'll be Tuttle's 20th catch of the season. Only had 3 for 27 last week. Been relatively quiet. Let's see if he can get going here, Jeff.
Shotgun formation, rising up the middle, stumbles his way for 4 yards, and he's going to get enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, the initial pressure there almost got him, but, Gregory being such a powerful back was able to stay on his feet and get that conversion.
Trent Williams in on the stop, in on the tackle, the strong safety. So 1st and 10, under 6 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Hand off to Risen, up the middle yet again, and he's going to pick up 8 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and short.
Yeah, 5 rushes for 16. It's really opening things up for Ohio here, and eventually, they could call a play-action play and then eventually have that go for him, Jeff.
Murray, he'll line up in the pistol set. He's going to keep it on the option keeper, trying to get outside, pick up 4 yards before he's tackled, and still enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, again, Ohio is definitely changing things up. They're going more option play for Murray instead of the pass-heavy offense we're used to, Jeff.
Going to keep it on the option keeper yet again, and he's going to be stopped this time for a loss of 1 on the play. So finally, Toledo putting a kibosh to that is Cliff Grizzly, the middle linebacker, getting in there.
Yeah, Cliff Grizzly and also Aaron Heel came in there to stop that play before it even got started.
2nd and 11 for Harrison Murray. Pistol set look, Risen, not going out of the backfield, going to stay in to block, and throwing it out is Harrison Murray, but it's going to go incomplete. 3rd and 11.
Yeah, Jeff, I'm just looking at the stats there. Murray was 29-40 last week, and he's just struggling to get going here.
2x2 set for Murray. Shotgun, throwing it underneath. Not allowing anything deep downfield. The Rockets all over that one. Ace Aries in on this coverage. So another stop and another field goal opportunity for the Bobcats.
Yeah, Toledo's just playing great inside the 40. They're forcing Ohio to, and they miss it. Oh my goodness, Jeff.
Yeah, that one, Holden missed that one to the left. So, again, points off the board on this drive for the Bobcats. And this is not what you want, to be down by 2 scores and then give the ball to the Rockets, who have scored already 2 touchdowns and a field goal in this game. And Tanner Jones will fire this one underneath the sky of the ball and pick up a 6.
Yeah, great point on them just scoring, but not to mention, Jeff, as we all know, Toledo is a run-heavy team, and they're just going to milk the clock with their 2 running backs.
4:18 left to go in the first half. Handoff to Gregory up the middle. And again, we're seeing the power from Dallas Gregory. 2 really good running backs going head-to-head, and Risen and Gregory is first down for the Rockets.
Yeah, brought down there by Craig Mechie. Nice play holding him down because he's a tough guy to bring down, Jeff.
Pistol set. Gregory up the middle, but he's going to be stopped, and a good play by Will Norg coming down and cleaning that one up. So 2nd and 10 upcoming for the Rockets.
Yeah, a great play there. Again, Ohio has a very athletic team, and looks like they're testing things out as Toledo goes 5 wide here, Jeff.
Empty set for Tanner Jones. Takes the snap, throwing this one underneath. Pass is caught, turning upfield, getting inside Bobcats territory, but you see 3 Bobcat defenders there to make the stop on Miles.
Yeah, Richard Miles, only his 3rd catch of the season. Definitely coming in a great time here, and it's setting up a very third manageable here, Jeff.
6 of 8 on 3rd down are the Rockets, trying to make that 7 of 9, and they do. And more for Dallas Gregory. Shoves off a tackle and being pushed out by Sutherland. What a run. And now it's going to be 1st and goal, Toledo.
Jeff, I thought he was down there initially. If Sutherland didn't stop that man was going for 6.
Joey Cass trying to get the stop, as well as Zach Burrows for the Bobcats as well. Not able to get him down to the ground and having to be pushed out by David Sutherland. So good job from Sutherland from defensive end to come down and push Gregory out of bounds. So 1st and goal, under 3 minutes to go, and no one available, and Jones will fire that one into the stands.
Again, playing great, not forcing anything that's not there, and it's really benefiting Toledo so far, Jeff.
Pistol set look for Tanner Jones. 3 down defensive lineman, handoff to Gregory, and he will be stopped on the play by who else but Joey Cass.
Yeah, Cass is just all over the place. He's essentially another linebacker for this Ohio team, and a nice tackle there, forcing a third and long.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a couple of good, strong safeties who played in the box and some good defenses in just the history of the CFSL. As Dallas Gregory will pick up 1 on the play, but it's not going to be enough. And Toledo will have to settle for a field goal. So good job from the Bobcats having to get that stop as their backs were against them.
Yeah, and if you're Ohio, you've got 2 minutes and 28 seconds here, Jeff, and 3 timeouts. More than enough time to get points on the board.
Ryan Dobbins connects on the field goal, so now 20-3 is the score, as the return out for the Bobcats will be around the 30-yard line by Vanna Zuski. And we will see Harrison Murray as you take a look. Mojo Risen, kind of a quiet night by his standards.
Yes, certainly is. Definitely not the start. Harrison, Mojo, and the entire team wanted to get going here, Jeff.
Full house out of the pistol, and it's going to be a handoff going out the left side is Mike Jackson, pick up a 5 on the play. Meanwhile, Brandon Black, the halfback for Texas, he gets a 1-yard touchdown run as Texas then took the PAT. So a 9-point game, and LSU is up 14-15 in the last 2 minutes, in the last minute of the second quarter. 24-15, in the last bit of the second quarter over on Twitch.tv. 1st and 10 as Harrison Murray made some good moves as Trent Williams having to look any which way to see where Harrison Murray went.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Ohio's game plan or Toledo's forcing him, but we're seeing Murray run a lot more than we've seen all season long, Jeff.
Minute 50 left to go. Harrison Murray trying to get the Bobcats a touchdown, and that one's almost going to be intercepted, as Harrison Murray will want to have that one back.
Yeah, great defense there by Aaron Heil. Create a pass deflection there.
Empty set for Harrison Murray. maybe take a shot deep. He will. He fires it, and the pass is going to be caught by Banazuski on the sidelines for 19.
Yeah, that's more of what they need. A linebacker on a wide receiver. You got to catch that every time. And as you see, Murray, 8 of 16. He hasn't had much luck so far, but, I mean, they're having a great drive right now, Jeff.
Yeah, we know that just from other games that we've called, Zach, again with Ohio, that they could turn it on, and in any quarter is just a matter of they just have to get the mojo back, as a little pun to Mojo Rising, as he connects on the reception for a pickup of 2.
Yes, I was going to say that's a well-timed punt because that's exactly who he threw to, and it was a nice play there for sure, Jeff.
2nd and 8 as Harrison Murray from shotgun. Pocket starting to collapse around him. Shrugs off a sack to the end zone, and that one's almost going to be intercepted. Was looking for Rip Tuttle, but again, a coverage to Shane Yost.
Yeah, I mean, those plays look really great if they work, but that's a risky play for sure, though.
20-3, Rockets on top of the Bobcats, trying to pull off an improbable upset again. As we already saw, 3-0 team go down last game, and here Ohio again having to settle for another field goal.
Absolutely.
As it's through the uprights and good, so it's now a 20-6 score, courtesy of Corey Holden. As this one, he's been 2 of 3 on the night, but again, the Bobcats offense, just as soon as they get close to that red zone, it just seems like the Rockets defense just sort of tightens up, and all of a sudden that Bobcats just can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what Toledo's really done. I mean, their only really tough game was against Clemson. I mean, a P3 team, and they kept close with it. Toledo, they played great all season long, and they're showing why right here against a ranked Ohio team, Jeff.
Looking really good early, 20-6 with 1:19 left to go. Tanner Jones trips to the bottom of the formation for him. Trying to set up the halfback screen to Dallas Gregory. It's worked a couple times, and here, can't break out of it. We'll pick up 5, and we'll call the first timeout of the first half.
Yeah, again, Ohio did leave a good amount of time here, 1:15 and 2 timeouts for Toledo. That's enough to get 3, maybe 6 here.
Tanner Jones dropping back. He's had made some nice plays, but this time he runs into the waiting arms of Craig Metchie, as the defensive tackle will get his first sack. And again, setting up a 3rd and 9 and not taking a timeout here are the Rockets.
Yeah, it's definitely risky, though, as they call another screen pass.
Dallas Gregory catches it, turns upfield, but is going to be stopped just 4 yards short. And Ohio will take their second timeout, and they will get the ball with 1:04 left to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. I was just mentioning how much time Toledo had. Now Ohio has 1 minute timeout and a very high-powered offense, Jeff.
And that field goal, and then Reese Elliott with 11-yard return, but that field goal, and then maybe the defense getting some momentum back here, and now can this offense open it up?
Yeah, I mean, not even 30 seconds ago, granted the timeouts, Toledo's defense was just there. They've got to be tired, Jeff.
1st and 10, 55 seconds left to go. Harrison Murray will connect underneath to Banazuski, picks up 5 on the play.
Absolutely, nice play there. Daniel with the nice short play there, catching the bottom coverage of the zone there.
Daniel Banazuski on the reception. So 2nd and 5, 52 seconds left to go. Harrison Murray fire it to the left. Pass is going to be caught by Reese Elliott for a pickup of 5, and it's going to be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, I've been looking to see them go after Reese Elliott. He's a great player. I'm surprised the first time they've gone to him, Jeff.
And off to Risen, and he's going to be hit and dropped for a loss on the play. What a play by Dre Sykes coming in from free safety position and getting a stop on Risen. And, man, a couple of nice plays here by the safeties for Toledo. And 4th and 5 and no timeout taken by the Rockets.
Yeah, they must be content here with the score. They want to take this lead, 2-score lead to half, and just kind of see what they can do. Definitely interesting that they're not calling a timeout, though.
Yeah, and I know, Zach, you're head coach for Bowling Green, but just the amount of competitiveness in the MAC this season, it almost seemed like it was going to be Ohio and Kent State running the tables and seeing who can go undefeated. But meanwhile, here in the second to last week of the season, and here you got one upset that already happened, and here it's Toledo on top.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the power of the MAC from top to quote-unquote bottom. Every team can work, and it's definitely been a pleasure being there and watching teams like Toledo, show their style of game, and Ohio as well.
As we've come to halftime with the Rockets on top. They were a 20-point underdog coming into this one, and they have put a 20-point spot on the Bobcats. They're up 20-6. Meanwhile, going on over real quick in the other game, Stewie Peterson returns an interception to the 1-yard line, and Oliver Fields knows exactly what to do with it because he scores on the next play, and Texas is down 22-24 early in the third quarter. That one going over on twitch.tv. But meanwhile, here's Zach. We've come to halftime, and it's been all Toledo, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, granted, last couple field goals there for Ohio. Toledo has a lockdown on defense, forcing Harrison Murray to run instead of his conventional passing. And their offense has just been their offense. They've gotten what they wanted, Jeff.
So I know Mojo Rison really hasn't had the game. I mean, pretty much anybody on the offense for the Bobcats really haven't been performing as we've seen throughout the season. What do you think that Ohio needs to maybe get back to in order to maybe get their offense clicking here in the second half?
I would like to see a couple shots, Jeff. We've seen a lot of running from them, which is expected. They do run quite a lot, but we have not seen a play-action deep shot or a vertical play for Ohio, which I think they do excel in, Jeff.
All right, so we're going to get started with the second half of play, and we'll have to see if the Bobcats can come out here, as they will have to get their defense on the field first to get a stop here of Toledo. And they always say the first two possessions by both teams in the second half is really the bigger drives of the game.
Yeah, I mean, both these coaches are going into halftime, putting in their adjustments, seeing what they liked and what they didn't. So let's see what happens here as Toledo gets the rock.
20-6, Rockets on top of the Bobcats. 3 down defensive linemen for the Bobcats here on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, and Tanner Jones will keep it on the option keeper, turning it inside as he will have a short gain. It's still not down, but be wrestled down there, and it's going to be a pickup of 5 on the play.
Yeah, initial pressure, was by Will Norg, and Joey Cass came up and cleaned that up on Tanner Jones.
So 2nd and 5, Tanner Jones pistol set, drop back short, and going to throw it across the middle. Pass is going to be caught by Elon Olive for a pickup of 8.
Yeah, nice play there, Elon. Again, a quiet player, only has 5 catches for 84 yards on the season. Again, that's more of a system thing. That's not anything against him. Coming up with a big catch there, Jeff.
So 1st down and 10. So a couple plays and already a 1st down for the Rockets as they get their drive moving. They're already to their own 40. Tanner Jones dropping back across the middle again, connects with Olive for a pickup of 10.
Absolutely. And again, just a great read. They're finding the soft spots in the coverage. They're calling the right short plays when they need it. And again, they're moving the rock, Jeff.
Norg with 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss in the night. So pistol set look is Tanner Jones. He's going to be dropped for a loss by Carlos Dadon, the middle linebacker, coming in, getting his first tackle and first tackle for loss. This could be big, pushing the Rockets 2 yards behind the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, for the Toledo offense, like you said, Jeff, every yard matters. They want to get field goals, they want to get points here, but with the run-heavy offense, every yard matters.
Pistol set, trying to set up the halfback screen, but the pressure getting the paws up and batting that down, as Sean Moore Jr. will be credited, but it's going to be 3rd and 12 now for the Rockets.
Yes, forcing Toledo into an interesting play here. Tanner's been accurate, going 12 of 15. Let's see if he can keep that up, Jeff.
Yeah, very methodical for Tanner Jones. You got to throw on the run, connects with his receiver, who has to come back to the football. That's Trevor Parr. Should have probably just let that fall incomplete, but the tackle on the play, courtesy of Carter Glass.
Yeah, I mean, I like the effort from Tanner Jones. I mean, they had a decent start to the drive, but unfortunately, like you said, that play on 2nd down really put him in an uncomfortable spot, and it kind of cut the drive for him.
And maybe an opportunity here for the Bobcats to maybe get some momentum back on their side, as Toledo looked like they were going to go on a little bit of a drive there, maybe put up some points, at least a field goal or maybe possibly a touchdown. But again, after that loss in the backfield of 2 on that 1st down play, it seemed to really turn this momentum of that drive for the Rockets in the Bobcats' favor.
Absolutely. And again, if I'm Ohio here, Jeff, you just had a clutch stop there. You got to get something going here.
First and 10 for Harrison Murray. First drive of the second half. Stands in the pocket. He's waiting for someone to get open. Takes a shot. Pass is incomplete. Had his receiver, Tyler Matthews. That's the first time he's been targeted in this game, and it falls incomplete.
So tough, Jeff. Murray was working for it. Moved forward, moved back. Just unfortunately, the play didn't go his way.
Handoff to Risen up the middle. A little bit of an okey doke, still on his feet. Picks up 8. And that's going to be 3rd and 2. Meanwhile, in Baton Rouge, a dropped pass in the end zone forces the Tigers to settle for a field goal, as the Tigers now lead 27-22 with 5:42 left to go in the third, as they were up at one point of the game 24-0 against number 9 Texas. But Texas has come back, and that's made it a game. That one over on twitch.tv. Meanwhile, here, a first down for the Bobcats gets their drive going, and now they're inside Rockets territory. 1st and 10, empty set for Murray, taking a shot to the right side. Pass is caught by Banaszewski for a pickup of 6.
Yeah, Banaszewski, he's been the one player Murray can count on so far, and I like those out routes. They've been working for Ohio, Jeff.
Pistol set, handoff to Risen up the middle. That's there all day if they want to take it, and a pickup of 8 and a first down.
Yeah, Mojo started off pretty quiet, but the last few rushes have been favoring him. Let's see, like you said, if it's there, they should try it out for sure. 1st
and 10 now at the 4:35 of the Toledo Rockets, as Harrison Murray connects to his tight end, Reginald Frome, for a pickup of 7. Just like that, 2nd and short.
Yeah, I mean, Ohio slowly churning. Murray is slowly getting some rhythm here. If you're Toledo, you definitely got to tighten up.
Dre Sykes, 5 tackles, 1 tackle for loss on the night. Very quiet but good performance for him. Handoff to Risen up the middle. That's going to be enough for the first down. Pick up a 5.
Yes, nice stop there by Ben Jackson and Mark Burlow, forcing him down before he got any more yardage there.
Under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Pistol set. Handoff to Risen up the middle, but he's going to be stopped for a loss on the play. And a big loss by Cliff Grizzly yet again, the middle linebacker coming in. He's had a couple of good tackles on Mojo Risen.
Yeah, I mean, he's been that one guy, him and Ace Aries, who have really stuck with him and forced him to have tough runs, Jeff.
2nd and 11. Handoff to Cass, getting his first carry. Look at that power. And he's going to be 1 yard short of the first down, 3rd and 1.
Normally with the power, Jeff, we see Joey laying the boom, but this time he's rushing the boom there, Jeff. Nice play for sure.
So 3rd and 10 on 3rd down are the Bobcats. Definitely need to start working on the 3rd down conversions. Handoff to Risen. He gets the outside, and he's into the end zone. Walk-in touchdown for Mojo Risen.
Yeah, nice play. Congratulations, Mojo. You didn't have a touchdown last week. First touchdown of the night, and that is huge for the Bobcats, Jeff, as they're looking to come back from this early deficit.
Big time drive by Harrison Murray. 10 plays, 66 yards, taking up only 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the game clock. So again, doing it in style and very methodically, marching their way downfield and tacking on the extra points, and it's good. So it's 20-13 now, just like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the offense we typically seen from them. The first half, Toledo was able to hold them in check. But let's see if that's something that we're going to see from Ohio, or maybe Toledo can get back on it.
As Adam Fuller turning into a return specialist as he brings it out close to midfield as you take a look at the last 5 drives for Toledo. But man, if you want to talk about since their field goal, they had the end of the half, a couple punts mixed in there as well. So 1st down and 10 for the Rockets here is it's going to be pistol set. Tight end coming in motion from left to right, and it's going to be kept on the option keeper by Tanner Jones. Shrugs off 1 tackle, and he's going to get to the just inches short of the first down as a pickup of 10 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, 11 rushes for 32 yards. He's worked for every single one of those, Jeff, and it makes it even more difficult because Ohio has such talented linebackers.
Yeah, he's done it more through the air in this game than on his feet, and deciding to take off and run, and he slides before Joey Cass is able to lay him out.
Yeah, maybe he heard us up here, Jeff. Not take hits from that man as much as you can.
Oh, for sure. And you would know firsthand. So 1st and 10 for Tanner Jones. You gotta keep it on the option keeper. Okie doke, and he gets loose, and he's gonna pick up 6 on the play just like that.
Yeah, I mean, yet again, Will Norg caught him initially, okey-doked him like you said, and Derek Freeman cleaned it up. but initially that looked like a negative play, and he turned into a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, and those you just gotta, if we had a stat for like lost plays that actually turned into positives, I mean, Tanner Jones is really good at making people look silly. Is not making look silly here. Sean Moore Jr. as he gets his 4th tackle. Kind of a quiet night for him, but his 3rd tackle for loss.
Yeah, I mean, he's had 55 tackles on the season, 7 tackles for loss. He's definitely made his presence known, and he's definitely stepping up here, especially on that play.
Yeah, 55 tackles coming in on the night in the season as Tanner Jones connects to Dallas Gregory, and it's going to be 4th and inches and a big stop.
Oh. And they're punting it. That was a great stop there on Gregory.
Zach, even though I would still probably go for it because, I mean, we've seen that the Bobcats seem to have a little bit of life back in them, and with that touchdown, they are just down 7.
Yeah, I mean, this is a game of runs, Jeff, and Ohio seems to be hitting theirs, and I'm agreeing with you. If I were Toledo, I would have gone for that for sure.
1st and 10 for Harrison Murray. Worst starting field position of the night, but Risen takes that and shoves it right back in my face as he picks up 11.
Absolutely. Ohio seems to be finding what they like, and they're getting back into their rhythm.
1st down and 10 with 3:11 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hand off to Risen yet again, trying to get to the left side. He is out. He's downfield at the 50, breaking out of a tackle, and he's finally brought down, but not before. A huge gain of 37, and Dre Sykes with the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, with that play, it put him over 100 yards on the night. And if I remember correctly here, Jeff, that was the biggest play for both teams, 37 yards.
Yeah, and just like that, they are inside Rockets territory. Again, they started this drive inside the 15-yard line and have already brought it inside Rockets territory. Tight end in motion from left to right. Harrison Murray, 3-step drop, and just going to throw this one away. No one open.
Yeah, it looked like that play was designed to go to a quick slant, or maybe even a little option run, but didn't go their way for sure.
2nd and 10 now for Harrison Murray. Pistol set look, got Risen in the backfield. Dropping back, going to fire it, but again, doesn't see anybody he likes and throws it away.
Yeah, this Toledo secondary has been relentless, Jeff. Murray is 13 of 26 on the night. That doesn't happen so far to him.
3 of 11 on 3rd down are the Bobcats. 3rd and 10. Murray dropping back on 3rd down, throwing it and having to check this one underneath as Reese Elliott makes the grab and going to be 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and a great stop by Toledo there, and a long field goal here, Jeff.
Going to try the long field goal from the foot of Corey Holden. Snap is down. Kick is on the way. It is good as it's 20-16 now. 4-point lead for the Rockets.
Yeah, I'll eat my words there as he boots that one like it was nothing. A big field goal there. I mean, at this point in the game, both teams are playing great. Field goals are important. They're just as good as 7 points.
And before that field goal, Cedric York had the tackle that saved the 1st down, and so having to settle for that field goal, but they make it. So now Toledo with the ball, just a little bit past their own 25.
Absolutely. Let's see if they can get going here. They've been really quiet and held in place this half, Jeff.
There goes Dallas Gregory breaking out of a tackle, but not able to get through Sean Moore Jr. and David Sutherland.
Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned earlier, though, I mean, a good run there by Gregory, but we're seeing Mojo and Gregory just go right back at each other. They're just great running backs here in the MAC.
2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top for Tanner Jones. Pistol set, doesn't stand any lights, tries to take off, but Craig Mechie, yet again, the defensive tackle with his second sack on the night.
Yeah, he's been all over the place reading these plays. It's almost like they're playing to contain defense. They want him to try to run, and usually for Tanner it works, but tonight it's not.
So 3rd and 10, 7 of 13 on 3rd down for the Rockets. And here, this would be the 14th 3rd down that they have faced. Trying to set up the halfback screen to Gregory, almost intercepted by David Sutherland.
Jeff, we would have seen a big fat man touchdown. I know we wanted it, but a great play there and a good recognition by Sutherland yet again.
I'm sure even Kane wanted that one as the head coach for the Ohio Bobcats, but they will get the ball, and depending on the return, could be set up in good field position as the return by Reese Elliott just to around the 45-yard line in their own territory. So good starting field position for Harrison Murray.
Absolutely. And again, we just saw them score in their last 2 drives. Ohio's definitely, they've taken control.
1st and 10, handoff to Risen. He has a hole. He's got daylight, and he gets inside the 35 of the Rockets.
Absolutely. Again, he's pushing. He just had a 37-yard run last series. He's finding the holes here, and he's well on his way to a very good night.
But could this also be the making of the Bobcats just wearing down the defense for Toledo?
Yeah, I mean, that very well could be. I mean, and for Toledo, it's up to them to stick with it, keep doing what they were doing in the first half, and get right back at it.
Pistol set for Harrison Murray. Handoff to Risen up the middle. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Delivers a stiff arm. Picks up 9.
Yeah, big time stiff arm there on the defender. But yeah, they were able to bring him down for a 9-yard gain.
2nd and 1 for Harrison Murray. Nobody to the top of the formation. Everybody's to the bottom. It could be a handoff. This time to Joey Cass, trying to get the first down. He truck sticked a defender, Trent Williams. And then a first down, and Joey Cash looking really good as a running back.
He sure is. I mean, Coach, I hope you're watching. Nice play, man.
45 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Handoff to Risen, and he will pick up 6 yards. And again, it seems like every time that they run the football, they are picking up constantly at least 4 to 8 yards on first down.
Yeah, they've had at least 60 yards rushing this quarter alone, and it's definitely the blueprint for them, it seems, for this game.
2 receivers to the top of the formation. Murray rolling out to his strong side and just having to throw it away.
Yeah, again, Toledo's secondary is forcing Murray into things he doesn't like, and I mean, credit to him, he's not throwing the ball away or giving the ball away, but definitely not the night he's used to.
Yeah, both quarterbacks have been very clean in the turnover department. Meanwhile, Risen up the middle for a pickup of 9, and it's going to be 1st and goal with 18 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and it looks like they might be going for it here, Jeff, trying to score before the end of this quarter.
10 seconds left to go. Do they get a playoff before the end of the 3rd? Yes, they will. Harrison Murray up the middle, powers his way into the end zone from 6 yards as Ohio gets the first lead of the game.
Big play there, big drive. Ohio, 3 straight drives going their way. Nice run by Murray, a way to cap that.
Meanwhile, Remy Boudreau, 2nd missed field goal of the game, leads to a Texas field goal that puts the Longhorns on top, 28-27. That one going over on Twitch.tv. That one is early in the 4th quarter. And here with 4 seconds left to go in the 3rd, the Bobcats get their first lead of the game.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Toledo, they just haven't had their run game get going here in the 2nd half. I mean, hopefully the 4th quarter it goes, but Ohio has definitely done well, Jeff.
As you take a look at the offenses at a glance coming into the 4th quarter, pretty even if you take a look at it, but now Ohio gets the lead, and that's going to do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. Put your 4s up in chat. This is going to be a good 4th quarter as Ohio looks to stay perfect in the MAC. Will they? Well, you'll just have to tune in and find out. This is the CFSL PX1 Sports on YouTube. Back to the start of the 4th quarter. I'm Jeff Melanishin. My broadcast partner, Zach Davis, tonight for this one. Coming to you live from the Glass Bowl, and it's going to be a handoff on first down. Pick up 3 for Dallas Gregory.
Yeah, and if I'm Toledo, I mean, we know they're a run first offense, but I'd love to see a play-action play here every once in a while, Jeff.
2nd and 7. Pistol set look for Tanner Jones. Will keep it, but Sean Moore Jr. says no, as he's going to get a tackle for loss.
Yeah, that was an all-out blitz, Jeff. You saw there at the top of the field, both the safeties are going in, single coverage. Unfortunately, Tanner just didn't recognize that, and Moore came in there and cleaned it up.
Moore coming in with 7 tackles for loss on the season. Already has 4 in this game. Receiver coming in motion was set up in the slot. It's going to be a handoff to Gregory. Up the middle he goes. Pickup of 2 on the play before he's wrestled down by Bronco Phillip.
Yeah, again, Ohio's defense, they are holding Toledo. They're forcing him to plays in directions they don't want to go. And just like that, Ohio has the ball yet again, Jeff.
I'll give a shout out to everybody watching in YouTube. Ace Aries, Joey Cass. I see Mike is in chat as well. Sean Moore, Beaver Achilles, Will Stern. Zach, you're in chat as well. George 850 Kane, Corey Dobbins. Kane Elliott, of course, big-headed Derek and Chad. If I missed anybody, I apologize. Is throwing it underneath to Mojo Horizon, pickup of 1.
Yeah, Horizon with 6 receptions for 2 yards. I mean, that kind of equates to the screen plays. But again, they're getting it. They're slowly moving the ball up. I like what I'm seeing from Ohio, Jeff.
2nd and 9, 23-20. Bobcats on top of the Rockets, throwing it to Horizon out of the backfield as he picks up positive yards, pickup of 7 before he's tackled by Jack Dawson.
Yeah, big tackle there by Jack Dawson, preventing the 3rd down. We've seen in this game, every yard counts in the 3rd and 1 here.
Can they convert the 3rd down, keep the drive alive? Option, Murray's going to be stopped. Inches short of the 1st down. Williams was there, as well as Cliff Grizzly, and Ohio punting this football away.
Wow, Jeff, I thought he might have been able to pitch that to the wide open man, but credit to Toledo. Great stop there.
Meanwhile, to everybody watching on YouTube and not paying attention to what's going over on Twitch, Brody Edward, 12-yard touchdown reception as LSU goes for 2 and Gage Youngblood converts, with LSU now up 7, 35-28 with 6 minutes to go over on Twitch. Meanwhile, we got 6:56 left to go here. 2nd and 12 as Ohio looking to take hold of the MAC and get that MAC conference championship.
Yeah, I believe with this win, for Ohio, again, no pressure, guys. That settles it for him, Jeff.
2nd and 12. Pistol set for Tanner Jones. Throwing it underneath. Pass is going to be caught, trying to turn upfield, but the defense is swarming as Seth Licklitter comes up with the tackle.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing great stats of Tanner Jones, 16-21. He's just not getting the runs that he's liking, Jeff.
3rd and 8. Throwing it underneath. Pass is caught by Elon Olive for a pickup of 11.
Big play there, Jeff. Big 3rd down. If you're Toledo, you've got to keep going here. Use this momentum.
1st down and 10. Tanner Jones keeping it on the option keeper. Breaks out of Joey Cass. Picks up the 1st down.
Big play there, Jeff. I mean, just as I was talking about him not getting it going on running plays, he goes ahead and just does exactly that.
Pistol set look for Tanner Jones. Going to try to get it going, but Sean Moore Jr. is there for the stop, and it's going to be 2nd and 11.
Absolutely, another good stop again. Ohio has been on their toes all game long. If the linebackers miss, Tanner makes them count.
Meanwhile, to the viewers on YouTube, we're going to bring you live look into the Texas LSU game in the top right of your screen in a matter of moments. 2nd and 11. Tanner Jones will slide before just in front of Jeter Hudson.
Yeah, big play there. It looked like he was doomed there. No, the initial pass wasn't going his way, and nice run there by Tanner Jones.
So 3rd and 6, Tanner Jones dropping back, throwing it underneath to Dallas Gregory. He's going to be hit, and he's going to be stopped just 2 yards short of the 1st down marker, courtesy of Carter Glass.
And they're going for a risky play here, Jeff. I like it, though.
Yeah, I like it as well. Coming up to 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. If you're Toledo, you want to pull off the upset, you got to get it. And here they do. 1st down just before Derek Freeman is able to get the stop.
Yeah, it's always those risky plays that, you got to risk it for the biscuit. And Toledo did just that, and they were rewarded for it, Jeff.
1st and 10, now under 5 minutes to go. Tanner Jones, pistol set, handoff to Fuller, trying to get to the outside, but he is not there as Will Nork coming down and getting the stop.
Yeah, I mean, we've been giving praise to Joey Cass all night, but Will Nork has been great on the other side as well. These safeties for Ohio have really kept Tanner Jones and co. in contempt.
And as you take a look in the top right, Texas has now gotten the touchdown. As now they're going to go for the extra point to tie the game up at 35. That one over on twitch.tv. 3rd and 10 now for Tanner Jones. He's got Fuller lined up, looking around, throwing it deep, and it is touched up by Elon Olive.
The one man who has been there for Tanner Jones all night long catches it, Jeff, over, I think it was 3 players there?
How in the world did he come down with that one? Tanner Jones threw it into triple-double coverage. Wow, what a throw, and what a conversion, and what a touchdown by Olive.
And what a big play for Toledo. They needed that, Jeff.
And the extra point through the uprights and good. 27-23. Now back to a 4-point lead.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of a prayer there, Jeff, thrown there by Tanner Jones. I'm sure he's not going to tell us that later, but I mean, that's a big play for Toledo. They were struggling for points the last half and a quarter and a half, rather.
Now 4:19 to go, Zach, and we have a ball game on our hands. Banaszewski with a 24-yard return.
We sure do. I mean, 4-point game. Ohio has scored on each of their last possessions. We just saw that big Toledo touchdown.
And what looked like Toledo was maybe going to roll away with this one. In the second half, it has been Ohio, but Toledo getting the lead yet again as Risen picks up 3 on the play.
Yeah, if you're Toledo, you've got to be fired up about that. Your team your offense just backed you up. They got a big-time touchdown. You got to be ready. You got to stop Ohio here. 2nd
and 7, Murray shotgun formation. Hand it off to Risen, trying to go up the middle, and he will. He'll pick up 5 before he's tackled on the play by Blake North.
Yeah, big tackle there by Blake North. Again, we just saw it last possession. It's a 3rd and 1. Got stopped 4th inches, and Ohio punted it. Every yard's going to count here from here on out, Jeff.
And I definitely think it's 4 down territory. Hand off to Risen. Aries is there, and he's going to stop. What a play by the middle linebacker, Ace Aries. I know he was talking in chat saying that he was not in the area to get some tackles, and there comes up with a big one and another punt from the Bobcats.
Yeah, he may not have been in the area, but he was there when they needed it. 27-23, 3 minutes here, Jeff.
Depending on the return by Fuller, he brings it up to around the 43-yard line. So Tanner Jones is going to have the senior. This is 3:14 left to go, and maybe one of the biggest games that he's ever played in.
Yeah, second to last game of his career. You know he's feeling great right now, Jeff.
Hand out to Gregory. He will pick up 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and if you're Toledo here, Jeff, I'm sure you'd agree with me. Milk the clock. You're up. I mean, there's no need to push or anything. Get this conversion and keep working.
Exactly that. 3:25 left to go, and they're taking the play clock down. They will hike it with 2 seconds, and Gregory picks up the first down. Pick up a 4.
Yeah, that's a big one there. Looked like he was going to be held a little short. A big conversion, and we're just going under 2 minutes, Jeff. This could very well be the last drive of the night.
If Ohio has any chance to want to clinch the MAC, they're going to have to get a stop on this drive. Handoff, and there it is, Joy Cass as they take their first timeout.
They needed that for sure, Jeff. I mean, Ohio's going to have to call timeouts on these last few plays, and they're going to have to hope for a stop.
2nd and 12. Gregory, he's got a hole, and he's got the first down.
I mean, that could clinch it, Jeff. It's close. They definitely hold on to the ball here. Don't do anything stupid, and this could very well complicate the MAC, Jeff.
John Moore Jr. looking to get the football loose and can't do it, but a loss on the play.
Absolutely. Good play here. Big run there by Gregory.
Goes Adam Fuller. What a 1-2 combo to have as he picks up 6.
It certainly is. Senior to senior. Playing great when they need it. 3rd and 6 here. Definitely setting up a great conversion opportunity.
3rd and 6. This could be a big stop for the Bobcats. Can they get it? Pistol set look. Tanner Jones going to let the play clock dwindle at 20 right now. He's in the pistol set, and he's got Dallas Gregory lined up in the backfield. Now under 10 on the play clock.
He's examining the defense here.
5. What does the senior have in his second to last game? Handoff to Gregory, and he is going down for the Rockets.
What a play. Dallas Gregory's got Tanner Jones back, and the MAC just got insane, Jeff.
The MAC did just get insane, and that is going to do it. Ohio, they had the lead for the first time early in the 4th quarter, and then Tanner Jones and the senior puts the Rockets on his back, and the clock hits triple zeros, and the MAC just got wild, ladies and gentlemen.
It sure did, Jeff. I appreciate you having me. The MAC night, a great game, and we appreciate you all being here for sure.
Meanwhile, go and tune in on Twitch right now because that game still has over a minute left to go. Again, twitch.tv. And meanwhile, just a heck of a game here and a good call for Toledo as they pull the upset. And on behalf of my analyst, Zach Davis, executive producer Mike Peters, associate producer David Roy, I'm Jeff Melanishin. This has been a presentation of the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube with the final score, once again, 27-23. And we'll be back Monday with the Inside the Blitz podcast at 6 p.m. Central Time. But go tune in on Twitch right now.